Are you finding it exciting? I'm sure it's gonna be very exciting to play this game within the team as a virtual team building activity. So this is what I have designed as a Who Wants to Be Millionaire, and how we can add the questions here, and how can we set the correct answers and some sounds, and the next question and answer. Before we start designing this exciting game in PowerPoint, please subscribe my channel, watch this video till end, and if you really like the video, hit like button and share it with your friends. I have opened the PowerPoint now, and I have added a new slide here, and I'm going to insert a picture here which is kind of logo I have downloaded from Google, and this is what I have saved in my system. And as you can see, this is the logo. So it's in the square shape right now, so I want to just crop it in the circle shape. I'm just coming to this, and here I'm going to now shape it like a circle. You just have to drag the mouse in all the directions inside, and this is how it will crop the shape. Okay, so that's what is here. I'll save this in my system now. We'll save it as logo and save. So that's what I'm going to keep as a logo on the front page. You can download other thing, and you can use other themes as well. This is how a logo can be just set. I'm going to format the background now, because in the background I want to put some good color which matches to this. Yep, so it looks like blue theme will be good. This darken one, something which really suits. You can see what kind of match you want to make. I'm just trying to make some little light and dark match, so I think this is the one I will select it, and I'm just going to keep it in the center. For that, we have to come to this arrange and align it in the center. Now I'm going to insert a shape. We'll take a shape because there should be a button which looks like a something start button which we can use. I just aligned it in center, and we'll check if any formatting we want. So you can see if any shape effect you want to add, or any colors like this. From here you want to choose any of the style. So this is how you can decide. You have multiple options. It's completely your choice how you want to really design it. So I've taken this one with white text. I'm just writing it as start game here, and we'll go and try to see any effect. Looks like a button now. Okay, we can just increase the font size a little bit so it is good highlighted. Now it looks good. So that's how we will prepare our first slide. For the second slide, we have to enter a new slide here now, and on the new slide we are going to get a background. I have taken it from the insert pictures option, and I'm just dragging it and fitting up in the screen so that it looks like a full-size background for me. And this is the logo I have saved in my system, but there is a white background, you can see, right? So I'm just going to crop it to the circle shape, and this white background will go, and it looks like a natural picture now without any other background. We can set it up somewhere in the center so that it looks good. Okay, I'm increasing size and just trying to set it up somewhere so that it fits up and looks better. Okay, and now we have to start inserting shapes wherein we are going to put questions and the answers. So you can decide any of the shape. Like I'm taking this one. It's a longer one. I have to just insert and drag it a little bit to make it larger one, because we are going to enter the question here. So because it's just a sample slide I have, so we can just create multiple slides copying the same one. So the one slide we are preparing, we can copy the same slide, and here and there few changes will be done later. And now this is the question already entered. Now I'm just going to enter the answer shapes. So 4 answers is an option we are going to keep here. So 4 shapes, and I'll keep it the same effects here like the other one, the question one, and we are just aligning it. This is some alignment. We can scroll the shapes and we can keep them in one line so that it doesn't look messy, and this is how we can just set up the alignments. And that's the same effect I'm going to check for the answer box as well. you can take the lighter ones, you can make more gradient fills in the shapes. So that's what is completely your choice. Like I'm taking this now as answer 1, answer 2, answer 3 and answer 4. So these will be the 4 options wherein 1 will be the correct answer. So this is how we have already entered the shapes now. Now here we want one shape because when our answer is correct, then we should have a next button where we can click and go to next slide. We will link this. So I'm just changing the font a little bit, whichever looks good. I'm trying multiple fonts, you can see that. Arial black, okay, this is little bold and the highlighted one. Okay, this Arial rounded bold one is good. Now I'll remove the background from this and remove the outline so that there is no outline and no fill in the shape, so that it looks little natural, because the only answer and question should be highlighted, nothing else. So this is how we have fit in the next button there. Now we have to start some good animation. So I'm just going to start little animation on the first slide in the millionaire logo. So that was what I've added as an animation fly in, but I will change the effect option, fly in from top. And now if there will be a little bounce, so it will look better, because now it is just coming fast. So I'm increasing the duration here. This is the duration we can increase. You can see in the timing option we have this, and now animation pane. I'm going to add an effect option and there is a bounce end. I'm going to set a bounce end here, so you can see the way picture comes. So there is a jump and bounce there, which looks really good. So this is how this bounce is added. I'm trying to increase it a little bit so it bounces more. That will look more better, I think. So see, this is how when our first page comes and there will be a bounce in that. I'm just trying to play and see again and again in the pane, animation pin. Looks good. Okay, so this is our first slide, which is ready now. Now we have to come to our next slide, and in the next slide we have to make some change. But before that, for start game we have to keep it there as an animation, because when our logo comes we have to have some animation for there. It will be fly in, but from the bottom, which is correct. And I've just set some of the duration there, so you can see how it plays now, right? So this is how, it's up to you what kind of duration you want, how fast the image should come or go. So every change you can do in the timing. Now we are going to add the animation here in the all shapes, question and answer shapes. So this is the first thing which should populate as is the question shape. You can see I'm just trying some of the effects, and I'm going to take it as a fade one so that it highlights slowly. Now we'll set these kind of animations to all the images, also I mean the shapes. So this is how I have added it to answer shape. Add it one by one to all the shapes here. You can see the zoom one looks good. I'm more finding it better. So you can try like multiple ones, and whatever you want you can just select from here as per your interest. And if you want, you can increase the duration so that the way it effect transits, it will be little slow if you will increase the duration. So the zoom one is fine for me. I'm going to set it and see I'm increasing little duration, and there is a delay I'm adding. So that's how one by one all the answers will be populating. And on the start I'm putting it as a with previous, because all the shapes will then automatically start popping up themselves. And it's completely your choice. If you want them to start with the previous, means whenever you start the animation with any shape, you are going to add the animation in others. And if you select it as with previous in start, then obviously this is going to start with the previous animation itself, else everything will be on click. So I'm just adding a delay, and obviously when one shape comes, there should be some delay in other shape one by one. So this is how, this is the testing of our first animation which we have set in the slide. Now we have other scenarios which we have to set up in the slide. And now the next thing which we are going to do is we are going to set more animations on this shapes. You can see these are the testings, right? So whenever you add any animation in between, you can add some testing so that you are aware like how your animation is working. That looks good. Okay, so now to make it identified, I'm going to rename one of the shape as correct answer, so that whenever we are adding more animations, now the correct answer is identified. Now I'm going to change these shapes names. So I'll click on any shape, and on the toolbar I'll go to the format. In the format I'll get a selection pane. In the selection pane I'm going to change the shape names, because these shape names will help us in the future animations which we are going to add. Currently their name is like rectangular, round, 1 2 like that. So that's what we have to change in the selection pane. And here, like, the shape we select, it is highlighted on the right side. Okay, so you can see that I is something, make it visible or invisible. And this is how we want to keep it visible here. So obviously we will just rename it as next, because this is more identifiable word for that. Like we have answer 1, answer 2, so we will just rename them quickly. So I've just renamed everything. Now let's come and start adding the animation. So now in the shapes, we have first shape as answer 1. Click on add animation and then take a fill color, because the visible one animation is already there. We have added a second one animation, and effect option. From the effect option we have selected the color here as green. So now you can see now when this is clicked, what happens, right? So for the trigger we have to make it on click off. When somebody clicks this answer, then it should become green. Like this we will add the animation on other buttons as well, you can see. And we will make it red, because if any answer is incorrect, we have to keep it as incorrect, and that should also happen on the click. So there is a trigger in the toolbar. From the trigger we are going to take it there. So basically this trigger tells you that when this action should be done, and this action should be done when this button is clicked. So on click of this particular shape, this is what should happen, and this is how one is green and other one are red, because others will be the incorrect answer. And see, this is how it looks. It's our second testing. So I clicked on correct answer and it became green. And now I will try another one. I'll click on other answer and it should become red, but it's not happening. There is a reason, because for each shape we have to add a trigger separately. So we will do more testing later. We are going to add this next for some animation. So come again, select the shape next, and after selecting this next, we are going to add some animation like fly in, but not from the bottom. It doesn't look good, so we will take it as we'll try other directions from the top, left and right. Go to the effect option again and see what looks better. So currently it's okay. From the top it looks good. I'm just going, so see, I've tested it. Click on play and see, this is how you can test. Now I'm going to add this next after first answer, because when the answer is correct, there should be next to a button highlighted, so that you can click on that next and go to other question slide. And this next should be next to answer 1 when it becomes green, so we will add it as with previous. Now we are going to add answer shape here. The answer shape will help us where any incorrect answer is clicked by somebody. So let's suppose somebody clicks on answer 2 or answer 3 or 4. So there should be some answer button should be highlighted, so that people can click on answer button and then they can see the correct answer. So this is how we are going to design it. This is the answer button on the top, which is took the same format from Format Painter. And now you can see we are just going to add an effect. So now answer should, I'm just adding it as from top, and next should be from, okay, this left doesn't look good, so I'll change it from right. Alright, so you can see when answer is populating on the top, so next should be somewhere else. somewhere we have to make those, you know, edits as and when required based on the next conditions in the slide. So here I'm just increasing little duration, so this answer button comes little slow. In the timing I have added the duration little bit increased. So now this is completely fine. Now what we have to do, we have to keep this answer when any incorrect answer is clicked, right? So this answer button should be highlighted when any incorrect answer is clicked. So like answer 2 we made red, we are keeping this here, and now we are making more copies of the same animation after clicking on answer shape, and we are adding it after each incorrect answer. So we again and again clicked on answer and added the same animation, and we made little more copies, 3 copies, and we added it, dragged it here basically after all you know, answers 2, 3 and 4. So this is what is set, and every time when there is any answer highlighting as blank, the next answer button, which is showing as rectangle 13, should come. So added is as with previous, and now we are adding some sounds. So on each answer click there should be some sound. So in effect options I'm making it bomb. So for incorrect answers this bomb is okay. I mean, you can download some good sounds and you can add them. There is an option to choose it from the system, and for this one I'll select is like a applause. I'm just using the system available sounds here. Now I'm going to add the triggers with each button. Why it is required? Because on first answer there is a trigger. On the click it first becomes green, then the next button highlights, but for others there was no trigger. So we are just quickly selecting those answer and clicking on trigger off, and then it is just added as a on click. So now whatever actions are under trigger, they will happen when there will be a click on that particular shape. I'm just setting up it for all. So on each click, like on shape number 2, when there is a click, then first that will become red, and then that answer button will be highlighted. Here is the testing. Now we are going to add a link to next slide. We have just created a copy here, and I'm going to link that copy to the next shape. I'm just going to link it with slide 5 so that somebody clicks on next button, then it will be coming to the next slide. Accordingly we have to you know, change this next slide linking in the other slides as well. Now we will create a trigger for the answer button. When there is this answer button clicked, what should happen? This answer 1 should be highlighted as green. So on the click of answer button we are creating a trigger here. So now what will happen? We have added a answer 1 animation and a next. So this is how you have to create multiple copies and add under triggers. Let's test it now. So I'll click on any incorrect answer and it will ask for the correct answer, and now I'll click on the top answer and see this become green and the next slide option is visible. This is how it is changing, and so we are mostly done. I'm more interested to add a timer which allows people to, you know, answer this question. So I'm taking this shape, setting up, trying it to set on a logo itself, and I'll add some animation in that. So whatever time we want for the timer we can take from the animation pane. Let's come and add some animation in that. So what I want, it should actually appear on a click, and when basically the timer should come when the question and answers are highlighted, and immediately that timer should start. So we are going to add some animation in that it should appear once the all answers are populated. It should automatically start, and once the time is finished it should disappear, and in between if somebody clicks on any question and answer then also it should disappear. So this is how I'm going to add the animations. There is a appear I have added and a disappear, but the disappear is this red animations are disappear one. So we will take a wheel, and for that wheel I'm going to set the timing on the right side. In the duration I'll take it as a 1 minute timer. It doesn't allow more than 1 minute. Like for example, either you can scroll, you can click on the scroller, or maybe you can type in. So see, it doesn't allow more than 60 minutes. I'll quickly type in something in the duration. Okay, so now I have just dragged this appear one on the top and disappear one post that. So the sequence which we add, the animation is followed in the same way. So everything should be in the sequence and you can just drag them up and down. So now we are going to add the animation on correct answer button. So correct answer, we are going to add an animation that is this fill color and effect red. So that is going to run immediately after the timer, not on any click. So we are not going to create any trigger for that. So that's the next post is oval. So whenever any animation is linked, we have to select it with previous on the top, so that it starts with the previous automatically. We just have to set it up with some durations here and there. And here we are going to add it with previous. So two things which should appear is the correct answer and next button, animation on that. We can add multiple animation on something and then we can drag them here and there according to our need. So we just have to click that shape and add animation, and more animations copies will be created on that same shape. Just adding few delays here, like first that timer appears, then timer starts, and then this answer should have some delay, because as soon this timer is over, then only answer should appear. Till the time timer is running, people have option to give the answer. So the answer should appear after 31 seconds when there is a timer of 30 seconds. I'm just changing the timer time as well. So this is how it is completely set now. I am creating more disappear of the shape, and I will add it on the answer clicks, because what we want is when timer is running and somebody gives any answer within the time, this timer should disappear. So as soon somebody tells us the answer and we click on that answer, this timer should disappear. So we have created multiple copies of that animation and we will add them with trigger of the answer shapes. And now the next action, it becomes green, and then next button appears somewhere, it becomes red, and the answer button appears, that will be added as with previous. So here first our question, then answers will appear, and immediately the timer will automatically start. I just change it to 30 seconds. Now this timer will run for 30 seconds. And when this timer is complete, and or maybe somebody gives the answer, here we go. So you saw somebody gave the answer which was incorrect, but timer gone, and next answer option came, and then this next answer we clicked from answer and it became green. So the way slides are designed, we can just scroll the correct answer here and there, and accordingly we just have to change the same in the animation pane, and we just have to change the sequence of this shapes here and there accordingly, and that's it. All the animation which we have just set here on the shapes, that will remain same. It's just the sequence one we have to change. That's it. We have created multiple steps according to our need. We have setting up here and there according to our need, and this is how this complete design is done. I hope you guys liked my video. Please subscribe my channel. If you like, share it with your friends. They can go and learn the PowerPoint, as well as they can create some interactive game, and they can use more creativity to create more such games in PowerPoint, exploring new features inside it. So all the best, and wait for my next videos. Thank you.